What's up?
Universitas PGRI Semarang is located in the culturally strong Semarang City, Central Java Province, Indonesia. With these features, Semarang is a potential place for students to develop themselves. The spirit that drives Universitas PGRI Semarang is nationalism and religiosity. Nationalism is the spirit to unite the nation in the midst of culture differences. We have 7 faculties consist of Faculty of Education. This faculty is the oldest faculty at our campus with the largest number of students. It has 3 study programs: the Guidance and Counseling Study Program, Elementary School Teacher Education, and Early Childhood Development Teacher Education. Faculty of Social Science and Sports Education. There are several points that become our focus in this faculty. First, the value of humanism as national identity. Second, physical health as a support for quality education. Third, the understanding of economic values as a pillar of human civilization. This faculty has 3 study programs: Pancasila and Citizenship Civil Education, Physical and Recreational Education, and Economic Education. Faculty of Language and Arts. This faculty provides education to generate language and art educators with pedagogical personnel, social and professional competence and competitive abilities in dealing with the current age development in order to develop themselves into professionals such as translator, newscasters, or journalists by making use of their language and artistic skills. This faculty has 3 study programs: Indonesian Language and Literature Education, English Education, Regional Language and Literature Education, Javanese Language. Faculty of Mathematics, Science, and Information Technology Education. This faculty has study programs of Mathematics Education, Biology Education, Physics Education, and Information Technology Education. The vision of this faculty is to be an excellent and distinguished faculty of Mathematics, Natural Science, and Information Technology Education by 2025. Faculty of Engineering and Informatics. Established on April 17, 2014, this faculty has 6 study programs, namely Architecture, Mechanical Engineering, Civil Engineering, Electrical Engineering, Informatics, and Food Technology. Faculty of Economic and Business. This faculty has a mission to be a faculty of economics and business that excels in the field of digital-based creative economics and business with a distinctive identity. Faculty of Law. The Faculty of Law of University of PGRI Semarang is committed to develop legal knowledge, and this is done, among others, by organizing seminars, discussions, comparative studies, and field experience practices. In order to support the teaching and learning activities, we have 4 complexes of campuses. Campus 1, located at Jalan Dr. Cipto, Jalan Lontar. This campus consists of representative and modern buildings for teaching and learning activities. This campus consists of central building, main building, student activity center, library, graduate program building, as well as a representative auditorium meeting hall for national class concerts and international seminars. Campus 2, located at Jalan Sriwijaya. This campus has a hotel available for both students and public in general, as well as a large meeting room. for teacher, professional training programs, and various other large-scale meetings. Campus 3, located at Jalan Bendan Duo. This campus has a building for students' practices, especially mechanical and electrical engineering department students. This campus supports various activities to increase electrical, mechanical, and architecture skills. Campus 4, located at Jalan Gajah. This campus has a teaching learning building complex and sports centers including basketball, badminton, futsal, and other athletic sports activities. This campus also has a dormitory building provided for students, as well as a high school laboratory school, which was established by the Universitas PGRI Semarang. Why do you have to choose UPGRIS as a place to study? We realize the importance of international relations to connect the discourse currently developing in the international world. This is where we establish a collaboration to open up opportunities for career leaders through students and lecture exchanges, credit transfer and double degree program, joint internship and research, and publication with our reputable university partners. We believe that in our fast-paced and competitive world, there are basic competencies every young generation has to possess, namely excellence and distinction. Excellence in either emotional and spiritual intelligence and the ability to retain the personality as a cultured human being. Please join UPGRIS.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and fellow IT enthusiasts, welcome to the joint lecture series on exploring IT education trends, insights from Universitas PGRI Semarang, UPGRIS Indonesia, and Mariano State University, MMSU, Philippines. I'm Dr. Novita, honored to be your host for this exciting event. Today, we have a fantastic lineup of sessions that will discuss the latest trends in IT education. Get ready for an enlightened journey. Let me briefly introduce this event. The joint lecture series aims to encourage collaboration and knowledge sharing between UPGRIS and MMSU. Over 4 sessions on 20, 21, 26, and 27 July, we will explore a wide range of topics shaping the future of IT education. We are fortunate to have distinguished speakers from both universities. Today, on July 20, we have Dr. Mark Joseph Pastor from MMSU and Assistant Professor Wijayanto from UPGRIS. On July 21st, Dr. Reggie Pabro from MMSU and Assistant Professor Andi Prioristianto from UPGRIS will share their insight. On July 26th, Dr. Reggie Pabro again will present alongside Assistant Professor Adeliki Rosati from UPGRIS. Lastly, on July 27, we will hear from Dr. Mark Joseph Pastor MMSU and Assistant Professor Theodora Indriati Wardani from UPGRIS. Before we begin, I want to remind all attendees about webinar etiquette. Let's ensure a smooth and respectful virtual environment and for everyone involved. First, please keep your microphone muted when you are not speaking to minimize background noise and ensure clear communication during lectures and Q&A sessions. Second, feel free to use the chat feature to ask questions, share resources, or engage in relevant discussions. Our moderators will monitor and check and address any inquiries or concerns. Lastly, let's maintain a professional and respectful atmosphere by avoiding disruptive or offensive behavior, embrace diversity and different perspectives to create an inclusive and welcoming environment. Thank you for your cooperation. Now, let's pay tribute to the countries that bring us together. Please remain seated as we honor our respective nations with the national anthems of Indonesia and Philippines. Please.
Alam ng puso sa dibdib mo'y buhay, lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pa sisingil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mamaka, may dinagang tulad, awit sa paglayang minamahal, ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdinig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang may magdidilim, lupa ng araw ng walhating pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo, aming ligaya na pag may mga abi, ang mamatay lang dahil sa'yo.
Thank you for that inspiring rendition of the national anthems. Now let's dive into captivating world of IT education. We are honored to have Dr. Nur Hidayat, the Director of the Corporation Office and International Affairs of Universitas PGRI Semarang, will deliver the opening remarks. Please welcome Dr. Nur Hidayat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me extend my respect to, firstly, Dr. Prima Faye R. Franco, the Vice President of MMSU, and also the speakers from both universities. The first speaker from MMSU, Dr. Mark Joseph D. Pastor, and Associate Professor Mr. Wijayanto, who is at the same time as the Chair of Informatic Education Department of Universitas PGRI Semarang. I would also like to extend my respect to the moderator, the organizing committee, the students, lecturers, and all the participants of this lecture series program. Secondly, on behalf of Universitas PGRI Semarang, I would like to express my deep gratitude to MMSU for the opportunity given to us to have collaborated with MMSU in various different programs. And this year marks the 5th year of UPGRIS and MMSU collaborations. And we have been conducting various different collaborations, which has been fruitful for both university, for UPGRIS, and also for MMSU in many different programs. As we still have remember that in the previous year, we have already collaborated in a program such as International Credit Transfer Program, a teaching internship program under a CMEO umbrella. And then we have also conducted other programs like, I guess, the students' mobility, like students' conference, and lectures mobility, such as guest speaker and guest lectures. And today we commence our first program of a lecture series program. We believe that the collaborations that have been conducted by UPGRIS and MMSU has a lot of benefit. It benefits us in terms of, let's say, enhancing the academic atmosphere, either in the lectures level and also students level. for both university, UPGRIS, and MMSU. And I also believe that our collaboration has benefited in improving the expertise as well as the competence our lectures. For UPGRIS lectures, we may say that by conducting this kind of program, many of our lecturers have now started to equip themselves with the English competence, with English good comments, as not all of our lecturers are equipped with good English command. Now, by doing this kind of collaborations, our lecturers are now very busy in equipping themselves with English. They started to, let's say, join courses and study harder in improving their English. So this is, I think, very beneficial for UPGRIS lecturers, especially. And of course, it is not a problem for MMSU levels, as English is the second language in Philippines. And other benefit, I believe that we can get is, of course, in terms of knowledge and technology sharing. So by doing this kind of collaborations, we could observe, we could see how knowledge and technology, science and technology has been progressing at both university, at MMSU and at UPGRIS. And some other benefit, I think I could not mention all, but at least that by doing this kind of activity, we could then proceed by doing further collaborations among MMSU lectures and UPGRIS lectures. Probably after this lecture series and speakers we have here, we'll then start communicating, broadening the networking by engaging in some other collaboration activities such as joint research or probably joint collaborations. So we conclude that the five last year collaborations that we have already conducted has been very fruitful for UPGRIS and also for MMSU, I believe. And to conclude my short remark, we may say that there is nothing perfect. So in this case, on behalf of Universitas PGRI Semarang as the host of this program, we would like to apologize for the possible inconveniences due to the possible technical problems. And lastly, to all the participants of this lecture series, I wish you enjoy the lectures. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Dr. Novita, for your insightful opening remarks. Now, I have the pleasure of introducing Engineer Amilus Foxon, the Vice President for Planning and Development of MMSU, who will share her valuable insights with the opening remarks. Please welcome Engineer Amilus Foxon.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Am I heard? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. So, Universitas PGRI Semarang Rector, Dr. Sri Sukyati, Dr. Nur Hidayat, Director of Cooperation and International Affairs, Associate Professor Megan Novita, in charge of International Programs of UPGRIS, Professor Arlene Gonzalez and Professor Jeanette Dials, the chiefs of the ILP Directorate, participants of this conference from different countries, To date, we have China, Indonesia, Philippines, US, Malaysia, Scotland, Africa, and Vietnam. University officials, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On behalf of our university president, Dr. Shirley C. Agrupis, I take the pleasure of welcoming everyone in this very timely conference to jumpstart the first semester of academic year 2023-2024. With the constantly changing educational environment, we recognize the importance of technology in the teaching-learning process. Technology provides students with ease to access information, accelerated learning, and fun opportunities to practice what they learn. So I salute our organizers for conducting a worthwhile activity to equip our educators with 21st century skills as they face the very active and enthusiastic millennial learners. To UPGRIS, our partner university hosting this 4-day conference, thank you for the trust that you have been giving to MMSU in conducting educational opportunities for our faculty and students. Our partnership is indeed very fruitful. International credit transfer program, short-term course offerings, conduct of trainings, C-Teacher project, research, collaboration, lecture series, and of course, the newest, the Aramid Conference. Hopefully, we shall have more universities who will collaborate with us in the near future. Once again, I reiterate our warmest welcome from MMSU, the university where excellence is a way of life. Thank you and good day.
Thank you very much, Engineer Prof, for your enlightening words. We truly appreciate your presence and the wisdom you have shared. Now, let's capture this memorable occasion with a group photo. Please get ready, and on the count of 3, let's smile to the camera. We have here 74 participants, and here my friends Ibu Agnita and teams will help us to take pictures. So look at the camera. I will count. Get ready. 1, 2, 3. Another screen. 1, 2, 3. Don't forget to smile. Once again. 1, 2, 3. Enough, Bu Agnita? Okay, let me check the picture first. All right. Thank you for all for participating in the group photo. Let's share this moment and capture the essence of our joint lecture series. Please, after this, you can share in your social media and upload it everywhere: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or anything you have. Then also share the valuable insight for this joint lecture series. Now let's continue with our program. We will introduce our first speaker, Dr. Mark Joseph Pastor from MMSU, who will take us on an exciting journey with this lecture titled Tech-Tastic, Unleashing the Power of Fun in IT Education. But before we proceed, let's take a moment to familiarize ourselves with Dr. Pastor's remarkable background. Let me share his CV. Right. Dr. Mario Jeblois Pastor. He is currently an assistant professor of Mariano State University. Okay. So I will start with his education background. He finished his bachelor in secondary education, mathematics on 2017. And then he finished the Master of Arts Education Mathematics, graduated in June 2017, and finally Doctor of Education Educational Management, graduated on 2022. So it's very new, yeah. So here is the work experience. He is an assistant professor for Mariano State University, College of Teacher Education since September 27, and Master Teacher 2 from Ilocos Norte College of Arts and Trades, School Division of Mawar City, 2011 till 2022. With eligibility here, licensure examination for teacher, passer rating 84.60. And then civil service eligibility, undergraduate. Then here he is very active in the co-authorship of simplified math workbook for grade 9. Many books here. Math Made Easy workbook for grade 9 and 10. National Career Assessment Examination Reviewer. And then here he attended many trainings as content validator or writer, as research presenter, as organizer, as trainer or resource speaker again here. And here also you see long list of training as participants and also reviewer also. Here his research studies. So he's currently very young and very active. And we are happy to welcome him in this joint lecture series. Okay, now that we already know Dr. Pastor's impressive achievements, let's dive into his lecture and explore innovative ways to make IT education more enjoyable. Please welcome Dr. Mark Joseph Pastor.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you so much, Ma'am Mega. Good afternoon once again. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. And good morning or good evening in the other parts of the world. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you to UPGRIS Indonesia and MMSU Philippines for this wonderful opportunity to be part of this international lecture series on IT education trends. It's really an honor to be speaking and discussing and sharing my knowledge with everyone participating in this endeavor. Thank you for that kind introduction. Again, I am Joseph. You can call me Joe. My students call me Sir Joe or Teacher Joe. And I am thrilled and honored to share with you a topic that is close to my heart, and that is Tech-Tastic, unleashing the power of fun in IT education. So let me just share my screen. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, it's clear.
Yes, thank you so much. So before we dive in, let me just tell you a bit of myself. I have been teaching IT education for 5 years now and have had the privilege of witnessing firsthand the incredible potential that technology holds for our future, for the future of our students. But I've also noticed that traditional teaching methods don't always captivate our students' minds and imaginations as effectively as we'd like. That's why today we are going to explore how incorporating fun and interactivity can revolutionize the way we teach IT concepts. So by unleashing the power of fun, we can transform our learning experience and create tech-savvy individuals ready to conquer the digital world. So you might be asking, why are we giving emphasis in making the learning environment fun and enjoyable? Why is fun very important in education? So, well, let me tell you, fun is the key to unlocking the true potential of our students. First and foremost, fun and enjoyment create an environment where students are eager to learn. When they're having a good time, to become more motivated and engaged in the learning process, we've all experienced that spark of excitement when we're having fun. It's that very spark that can drive our students to excel in IT education. So in my 13 years experience in the field of teaching, I noticed, I observed, and I realized that making the learning enjoyable is something that will really help the students grasp the concepts or the lessons that you are teaching. So that's why our number one goal in education is to make it easy for the students. While they are learning, they're also having fun, and they also like the way we teach, and they also like the way they learn, right? So when students are engaged and having fun, there are several positive outcomes that can be observed. Number one is, of course, increased motivation. So if fun activities can help the students, then students also find learning enjoyable. They are more likely to actively participate, put in effort, and persevere through challenges. Motivated students are more inclined to explore new concepts, take risks, and seek out additional learning opportunities. That's why we would want to see students who are participating, who are eager to learn. And what is the best way to do that than making the lesson or the class enjoyable, right? Another one is improve engagement. Sometimes when we are just doing lectures, sometimes when we're just doing paper and pencil tests or chalk discussion, students tend to wander after a couple of minutes. But when we are using IT education to make it more lively and fun, then we would notice that there is an increasing engagement among our students. And that's what we are aiming for in our day-to-day interaction with our students, right? And of course, it fosters creativity and innovation. You know, I've met a lot of students. I have been in the basic education. I taught in the elementary and also in the high school. And now I am a part of MMSU, and I am teaching college students and graduate students. In fact, here at MMSU, we have Indonesian and Chinese students in the undergrad and graduate school levels. And we are actually using so many online platforms in order to foster creativity and innovation among our students. And that's what I'm going to discuss today. How can we make our own classes more enjoyable? It seems like a very simple question, right? But when we try to answer that or reflect on that, it's really hard because you have to know your students. You have to know the latest trends. You have to know the latest online platforms so that you can fit in your lessons with the learning styles and interests of our students. So that's very important. So I know that you have so many online platforms using in your classroom, but I would like to emphasize 3 platforms. These are the Tech-Tastic online platforms that I have been using before the pandemic and during the pandemic up to now. And I would like to share how it works in the teaching and learning process. But before that, can I have a thumbs up if you are familiar with these 3 platforms? The Flip, are you familiar? Can I have a thumbs up? Oh, okay, so this is something new to you. The TikTok, you may know it, but let us see how you can use that in education. And the W icon, that's the Wakelet. Okay, so that's also another platform that I'm going to discuss to you today. So let's start with Flip. Actually, it was called Flipgrid before, and I was lucky enough to be one of the Flip student voice ambassadors because I have seen how this platform motivates the student, engages them in their classes, and it makes the class more fun and enjoyable. So I will also discuss what is Flip, how does it work, what are the benefits, and what are the tips in using it. So Flip is a simple free social learning app that uses short form video to make learning fun, fulfilling, and empowering. So it's like a discussion learning space, right? Sometimes when we teach our students, sometimes they are afraid to recite, they are shy to participate. So how do you address that concern or problem? Okay, so by using IT, information technology, by using ICT tools or online platforms like Flip, we can actually boost their confidence, and at the same time, they feel a sense of belongingness because they are being heard. Okay, by letting them make video responses about the certain topic. And of course, it's fun. This is what they do. We are now dealing with Generation Z learners, and we should acknowledge and recognize that ICT is one of the tools that they are using. So we have to maximize that. We have to take advantage of that. Okay. So how does it work? What is the basic model for this platform? They just have to record, okay, a video. You can just give them the prompt, like for example, what do you think is the advantage of using ICT tools in the classroom? So if that is your question or your prompt, then the students can compose their script, and then they can record the video, and then they share it to the class, and then everyone can discuss or can give comments on the videos of their classmates. So it's like a social discussion board. So if you're a teacher, or if you are a student, maybe it's high time that we use Flip in our classes, and let us see how it really helps our students enjoy the lessons that we are discussing. Okay, so how do we do it? It's very easy. You just have to, maybe I could just show you. I can stop share, and then I can show the video so that you have a glimpse of how this platform looks like and how you will utilize this in your own classroom. Okay, a moment.
Hola amigos. Hello.
Bonjour.
You need help?
I think it's about to be flashed. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Can you hear the audio? No, can you hear the
No.
audio?
No.
Okay, I will change the setting. This one.
No audio, sir.
No audio.
How about that one? Right, I hope there was an audio. But basically, that's how Flip works. You let the students record on their own, and there is no pressure because they can re-edit, they can re-record their video until they think that the video is okay for uploading. So in that way, you are giving the students the opportunity to revise their own video. They can create their own learning for sharing with other people. So going back to my slide, okay? So if you haven't signed up, you can just go to flip.com, get started. It's for free. This is for all educators, students, and all individuals all over the world. So you add members, you add your students to your group. This is for elementary, for middle school, high school, vocational, for university, and for all ages. It's not only used in the educational sector, but also in the field of businesses and even in your small groups or in your family. So you create a topic. So for example, if you're into English, if you're teaching English, then you create a topic, whatever your lesson is, and then you spark discussion. So if you want to have a debate, or if you want them to explain the poem or to explain a short story, then that's it. You can give that prompt to your students and then share. This invites your community to post and view content in your group. Just like this one, photosynthesis fun, right? You let the students explain the process of photosynthesis and how it helps balance the ecosystem, right? So the next step would be you watch the video, watch the magic comes to life, watch your students' creativity and self-expression come to life. So when I was introducing this to my students, they were really amazed by the platform. So I'm very much honored to share this with you so that at least you can also use this in your own respective classes. So for educators, teachers, you can do it in 5 minutes. And for the students and families, they can share their videos in 2 minutes. So it's really easy. And that's what also good, because we are looking into online platforms that are not hard to manipulate, right? We want it very easy, very convenient for our teachers and our students. So if you're looking for online platform that is easy, convenient, and effective and fun, then this is one of them, Flip. What's the benefit? The students will ask and answer questions more freely. The students who suffer from anxiety when facing the prospect of speaking in class can formulate a response that they are comfortable with before submitting. And as the students practice speaking on camera with positive feedback and constructive criticism, they will become more comfortable making their videos. You are boosting their confidence in a way that they are not being pressured because they are enjoying what they are doing. It's fun. Flip is fun. Teachers can benefit from having their students use Flip as well. With the responses being video-based, the teacher can assess the answers at their convenience. So you can download it using your phone because it's also available on iStore and Play Store. They can watch the video repeatedly to find ways to assist the student without needing the student to repeat themselves in front of their peers. So you might be asking, what are the topics? What are the ideas that I can use using Flip? You can have aha moments, right? Especially in the kindergarten to grade 6. So what are those first time experiences that they have felt, all right, when, you know, in a field trip or during their travel or even inside the classroom. Actually, I did this with my doctorate students, with my foreign students. So they had aha moments, Flip video. They shared their video regarding their first-hand experiences while they are here in the Philippines. So you can also do that. You can also do mathematical thinking plus help, the recorder karaoke, science fairs, newscasts. If you want them to, you know, to become little anchors, and then you want them to show their talents and skills in communication, then why not use this platform? You can also have project demonstrations, family connections, and state of the classroom. For junior high school and senior high school, you can have also topics such as virtual art show. If you're a music teacher or if you're an arts teacher, okay, you can also have commercials. What else? Project presentations, book or movie review, quote analysis, scientific research. There's so many things that you can do with Flip. There's so many innovative ideas when using Flip. In university, for graduate, undergraduate and graduate students, you can have Socratic discussions, social presence, research presentations, and project-based learning. Well, you can also promote this for family learning, reading together, family interviews, messages of positivity. If you want to sign up, you can just screenshot this one and then you can sign up later. And then start doing it. Start implementing it, using it in your own classes. And then maybe if you want to try some, you can screenshot this one and then take a video and then see it for yourself. Because that's number one. Before you can have it, use it in your classroom, you have to try it for yourself. If it works for you, then it could also work for your students. If you're having fun doing it, then, you know, you can also, the students can also have fun doing it. So you try after the webinar. Remember that, you know, although we want classroom to be fun and enjoyable, we also have to let the students unleash their potentials. We have to empower students' voice. We have to empower every voice. And we can do that using Flip. Okay. Another one is Wakelet. Wakelet is also a very good platform that you can use. It's meant to collaborate, share resources, and deliver memorable learning experiences. It's versatile, it's beautiful, it's effective, and it's fun. So what is Wakelet? Wakelet is a platform that allows you and your students to save, organize, present, and share contents from all over the world. So if you're a teacher and then you are, giving so many files, so many documents, so many images, photos to your students one at a time, then it's kind of confusing and it's kind of overwhelming because there are so many things that students will look into. But what if you will collect those files and organize it in a single website that the students can browse offline, online, and during your class? So it's like this, a dull document full of links, just like this. If we are doing this in our own classes, it's kind of, overwhelming, and it might not be appealing to our Gen Z learners. So Wakelet makes the sharing of content fun and engaging. You can do it like this. Becomes a visually engaging and organized Wakelet collection. So, instead of giving the links, why don't you just make an organized or curate a collection of lessons, of videos, of files ready for sharing with your students. So you might be asking, is it free? The answer is yes, it's free. It's completely free to use, but right now they have just updated. So I think they have premium plans. So you can avail of that. You can actually propose to your school if you can subscribe to that. But there are also, but the basic features are for free. It's unlimited. You can upload as many videos as you want, as many files as you want, and you can create as many collections as you want. One collection for math, one collection for English, one collection for science, one collection for every subject that you are teaching. And it's safe. Okay, that is also one of our priorities, to have a platform that is safe so that outsiders or individuals who are not part of your class may not be able to penetrate or to enter into this collection. So this is what you're going to do. You save materials into stunning collections. You can add links, articles, YouTube videos, GIFs, documents, images, and more, and present your collections however you want, however you like, with 5 layouts to choose from, right? That's the media, that's the compact, the grid, the mood board, and the columns. And then share learning resources in seconds. So how do I share this, Sir Joe? Well, you can share it using Twitter, using Facebook, MS Teams, Google Classrooms, Reddit, okay? And then your students will see it and they would really like the idea of having a single collection of all the lessons in your subject. And then you can also ask the students to collaborate in real time. You can ask them to upload pictures, okay? For example, if you want them to make an art and then you want them to upload the art that they made, then you can let them do it. And then everybody also can see the work of other students. So by then you can also create a discussion board, because they can comment, they can also give their appreciation posts to the artworks or to the outputs of their classmates. Wakelet integrates with your favorite apps too. You can also upload posts from Facebook, from Flip, Flip and Wakelet are, they collaborated in order to maximize the learning of our students. You can also embed Google Sites, Google links, Microsoft links, Microsoft Teams links, Twitter, tweets, okay, and other platforms. So the learning outcomes is to have a quick and easy way to capture and share learning resources. And you are also making a visual, engaging learning environment for you and for your students. And it can streamline curriculum delivery, empower digital citizenship and digital skills for your students, and a fun way to improve student engagement and performance. What are the amazing ways to use Wakelet? There are hundreds of ways you can do it, and these are some. Okay, like the roll call, virtual field trips, group projects, homework assignments, society newsletters, staff collaboration, student profiles, photo albums, journals, and blogs. So if you're not yet using Wakelet, then probably, this is the sign that you start using it in your class. Try it for yourself, and then you give us the feedback and how it impacts how it impacts the teaching and learning process. So these are the key features. It's meant for collaboration. You can copy collection. For example, I have a collection about mathematics for grade 10, and then you find my collection comprehensive, then you can copy that collection and then you can share it with your students. Immersive reader this is for inclusivity, because we also recognize that we have students with special needs. So it has Wakelet has immersive reader to address those concerns. How can teachers use Wakelet? You can use it as newsletters. You can use it in collecting resources, documenting your professional development, or, interactive lessons. How can students use Wakelet? If you have assignment submission, then they can have one Wakelet for math or science, and then they upload all their assignments there. So when you, as the teacher, checks the submissions, then it is actually organized into one collection. So it's also easier for you to assess and evaluate the outputs of your students. The students can also do it for group research, project research, and classroom discussion. If you're a librarian or tech coaches, you can also use it as resource hubs, digital libraries, resources for parents, newsletters, events, and media. What else? There are so many things that you can do in the Wakelet learning space. You can organize your resources, you can have lesson planning, you can have student assignments and class newsletters. And if you want to be part of the student ambassador program, because lately I was also recognized as a Wakelet ambassador, because this is what we do. We let the whole world know that we have this kind of platform, and we are also asking for their support to engage or to use this platform. So you can be a Wakelet member or leader or ambassador. And also we have a program for students, and they can also be Wakelet student ambassador. You can also ask your students to be part of this wonderful, amazing program. All right, so yeah, I was a Wakelet ambassador since 2019. Yeah. You can also download Wakelet in your phone. Okay, it's available in App Store and Google Play. So if you want to use Wakelet, just you go to wakelet.com, sign up, create, and then share. Let me just show you how it looks like so that okay, so first I would like to show my flip. This is the flip interface. So if you go to the flip, it will look like this. Okay, so as you can see, I have already 62,000 views, and then there are 6 videos uploaded this week because I'm still using it up to now, and my students are still uploading based on the given topics. There have been 1.5 total video responses, and these are some of the topics. Okay, for example, this one, foreign students group. So I asked them some topics like, what can you say about Padlet, quizzes, and Flip as ICT tools? So these are doctorate degree students, and they also have their fair share or their ideas about using Flip.
Today I will introduction 3 tools. Number 1, Padlet. Number 2,
okay, so that's how it works. So the students are able to upload their videos. Okay, and then it's very, very easy, and it's very convenient because you can use one group, and for every group you can use different topics so that it's easier for you to see the responses of the students per section or per class. Okay. For Wakelet, it actually looks like this. Okay, this is Wakelet. So as you can see, I use Wakelet as a student e-portfolio. So I let the students make a collection of their outputs, and then if I click this one of my students' profile, then it's all here. The weekly flip videos that they are working on, they can embed on Wakelet. Okay, and then the syllabus, and then the some assignments that I require them. So this is actually one way also of making it convenient for you to check the outputs of the students by making or by letting the students make an e-portfolio for all the submissions that you are requiring in your class. Okay, aside from that, I also made some collections. So for example, when I had my topic on video editing, okay, so I was also a speaker during the pandemic because we had to make video lessons. So when I was a speaker, I made a Wakelet collection so that the participants can get all the resources in one collection, in one site, in one link. So it's here. You can embed the videos, you can embed your PowerPoint, you can also include some tutorials, some text, some images, so that you don't need to send a lot of links to the participants. So that's how Flip and Wakelet works. Now, are you still with me? Continuing my lecture, the last platform that I would want you also to explore, although we all know about this, is TikTok. Okay, the point is students are using TikTok for leisure, okay? But why not make TikTok be part of the teaching and learning process? Why not use TikTok for education? Because we are now moving towards the promotion of nano learning, and nano learning is actually a way of teaching lessons in bit size, right? Because TikTok's format of short videos, typically ranging from 15 to 60 seconds, can be leveraged for delivering bite-sized educational content, because that's how students learn right now. You don't need to give them a 1-hour video about how to cook a certain dish. You can do that in 15 to 60 seconds, and TikTok can be a very good platform in showing that lesson or that topic in cooking, okay? Educators can create educational TikTok videos to explain concepts, share quick tips, or present engaging snippets of information. It's visually appealing and very creative. So TikTok's emphasis on visual storytelling and creative content can be harnessed to make learning more entertaining and memorable. So students can create their own educational TikTok. I'm going to show you some later. Excuse me, creatively demonstrating their understanding of a topic or sharing their research findings. So aside from Flip, you can also use TikTok. Although they are, relatively the same, you can use them simultaneously or one after the other. And then, of course, TikTok's reach and engagement is also high. There are already 1 billion people on TikTok. And if you're not yet one of them, then maybe it's high time that you also use that in your class. TikTok has a vast user base, particularly among younger demographics. By incorporating TikTok into education, educators or teachers can tap into a platform that students are already familiar with and engage them through a medium they enjoy. Okay, the key word is enjoyment, fun, and this is what they do for fun. So why not use it to leverage your content, your educational content? And of course, they can always collaborate. TikTok has features for collaboration and also challenges. Educators or you, teachers, can initiate educational challenges on TikTok, encouraging students to create content related to a specific topic or concept. But, while using TikTok for education, it is also important to consider privacy and safety concerns. So there's a disclaimer, okay? Teachers and students should still follow appropriate guidelines and ensure the content created adheres to school policies and maintains a respectful and educational focus. So I actually let my students do TikTok because they will become math teachers in the future. So
Let's learn condition.
So it's also important for them to make instructional materials such as TikTok videos for their students. I hope the audio can be heard. Please let me know if not.
No audio.
No audio.
Audio.
Okay. Let me try.
Still no audio.
All right, so I will just send you the link of some sample TikTok videos. The what I just want you to know is that TikTok videos are easy to make. Students are capable of doing this. So you let the students also do it. And also, you also do TikTok videos in your classes so that instead of teaching the subject in 1 hour, you can do that in 30 to 60 seconds. And it's a way also of, letting the students enjoy watching the videos, and at the same time they are learning. It's micro learning, it's nano learning, it's the trend now. So we have to keep up. We have to teach the way the students think. If they are, if they are playful, then we have to make use of that characteristic in integrating IT in our classes. So overall, incorporating fun and enjoyment into the learning process can have a transformative impact on student engagement, motivation, memory retention, because the more they enjoy things, the more that they can, the more that the information is retained into their system. Okay, it also has an impact on creativity and overall learning outcomes. So by creating a positive and enjoyable learning environment, educators can unleash the power of fun in IT education and maximize the potential of their students. So there are so many platforms that I want you also to explore, but I believe these three are the best that I could share right now. I hope that we will still have more engagements, collaborations in the future, so that we will be able to share our best practices with each other. If you have questions or some point of clarification, you can ask me later. Or if you need some help or guidance in signing up, you don't hesitate to reach me in my social media accounts and my email. With that, I would like to thank you everyone for listening. I hope that you learned something today. Maraming salamat po.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Pastor, for that engaging and informative presentation. It's very nice. Your insights have sparked our imagination and opened new horizons in IT education. Okay, now let's shift our focus to our second speaker. We have here Assistant Professor Wijayanto from Universitas PGRI Semarang, who will share insights on the application of animation technology for classroom learning. But before we proceed, let's learn a bit more about Assistant Professor Wijayanto's background. Let me share his CV. All right. Okay. He is currently working in the Department of Information Technology Education. He is our head of department. He got a bachelor degree of electrical engineering at Semarang University on 2006 and graduated from Master of Computer Program at Dean Nusantara University on 2010. And he's very active in many organizations, like chairman of the Research Development and Training Commission for the Information Technology Education Study Program Association 2023 until 2027. Field of Digital and Internet Literacy Development, Tim Saka Millennial Warda, Central Java 2019 till 2023 and the member of Indonesian Teacher Association since 2019, young member of Indonesian Engineers Association (PII) since last year, the member of Indonesian Informatics Experts Association II since last year also, the member of Indonesian Vocational Education of Information Technology PPTEII since last year. And here the list of his publications. There are so many. Here, I will scroll this down. They're still continuing. Okay, he's very active writing papers, scientific papers, and also intellectual property rights. Like the book here, a model psychology for business, magic book math, algebra, magic book math for materi bangun ruang dimensi 3. Okay, and in total there are 6 books. Yes, right. Okay, next we have understand Assistant Professor Wijayanto's expertise. Let's delve into his lecture and discover how animation technology can enhance classroom learning. Assistant Professor Wijayanto, are you ready to give your lecture?
Yes, Ms. Mega.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Please welcome Assistant Professor Wijayanto. The time is yours.
Okay, Ms. Mega, thank you very much, and good afternoon to you all. Now I will sharing about animation technology in my teaching learning on my students, especially at UPGRIS. Okay. I would share screen now. Okay, this question is so aduh. Wait. I'm sorry. Okay. I will discuss sharing about animation technology for classroom learning. Before that, Ms. Mega has been show us about my curriculum vitae. Okay. My name is Wijayanto. I'm from UPGRIS, from Information Technology Education as a chief. If you want to share with me, you can save my phone number or my email. Okay, before I start, I will show you about the picture. In the past, children have played with some simple parts with their friends. Today, children's with infant technology, children will play with gadgets. This is a very unique about that. Okay, about animation, I have some history. The first animation, movie animation called El Apostol from Argentina. It was 70 minutes long and had 5,800 frames in total. Until in 1995, the first animation movie called Toy Story is very famous. Toy Story is very famous, popular, and this day until now have some sequel like Toy Story 3. Okay, about animation. This is a simple example about animation. As you see now, this movie has name of Son the Ship. I like so much. It's very funny. And then Toy Story, what I said before. And this Google Doodles. Okay. About that example, there is so many types about animation. The types are, before I say the types, what kind of animations? Okay, animation is come from the word to animate. That's mean to move. So animation can be interpreted as moving some things like image or object that is still. Okay. When we moving something like image and object like walk, run, jump, and the others, it's like it can be interpreted about animation. Okay, this is a type of animation technique. There are stop motion animation, traditional animation, and computer graphic animation. Okay, I will explain about the types. First, stop animation is often called claymations because it is development. This is type of animation often use clay. Yes, use clay as an object to move. Like the picture beside, that girl is arranged the clay to move, like walk, run, jump, and the others. Yes, the tools made from clay. Yes, like I said before. Example from movie Son the Ship. Okay, and the others is traditional animation. Yes, the traditional animation is also often called cell animation because its stage of the movement is drawn one by one on the cell. Yes, like the picture beside, there are 3 cells. When have 2 cell character like the sample, and one the cell is as a background, and then the 3 cells have been arranged like that until that camera have a good position to get composite image like that. Yes, that's traditional animation. And the last, computer graphic animation. Computer graphic animation is famous tools in the right now. Overall, this animation is done with help of a computer, starting from making characters, setting object, and camera movements, giving sounds and special effects. With computer animations, things that were initially impossible to depict become possible and easier. However, the animation produced depend on the expertise, processors, and the software users. In the case, computer graphic animation must be expert user to operate that application, like Blender or the others. Okay. In my class about animation technology, I share with my student in smartphone, in their smartphone. There are many tools or platform or application in the smartphone. So I call smartphone animation because the smartphone animation effect is the influence of the movement that comes out either when you click a virtual button on the smartphone, close or open the apps. The use of the practical smartphone can produce a good animation work. The goal is to enable students to optimize smartphone to create animation projects as a learning outcome. Like a picture beside, yeah, we can see about some animation in the smartphone. Okay, when I share with my student, let me show you all about the application I have sharing with my student. First, I would like to show you about Tech-Tastic. Yes, Tech-Tastic 3D. You can draw animate. You can draw, animate, and tell your own cartoon. It's so easy to play. Just move your character on the screen, tell your story, and Tech-Tastic record your sound and animations and store them on your device as 3D video, like MP4 files. Okay. This is a website about Tech-Tastic. It's 100% free. Yes. The Tech-Tastic created by Google's is also 100% free, and they are available on Play Store on App Store. Okay. Why I use Tech-Tastic because we can create character. Okay. I will show you about the website. Yes. Okay. Yes. This is a website about Tech-Tastic. Tech-Tastic can play on the smartphone. Yes, our smartphone. You can download and the Play Store or App Store. This website where I use Tech-Tastic because we can make a character with our creation. Yeah, there are so many templates that we can use to choose. Okay. The next. Okay, the next application is Plutagon story. Yeah. Plutagon is a three-dimensional or 3D animation creation application that allows user to easily and quickly create animate video to convey idea, stories, and message visually by displaying characters, backgrounds, and dialogue interactively. As we saw the picture, the character, we can make the character about setting hair and skins and dress like that. We can edit the colors. So many sample at the Plutagon story. Unfortunately, Plutagon story is paid application, but we can still use free version. So Plutagon story available in Google Play Store and App Store. Yes, if you want to visit, you can check the website plutagon.com and you can download it. Okay, another application is Sketchier. I like that application because Sketchier is an introductory programming language that enables students to create their own interactive story and games. Students can snap together graphical programming block to make character like move, jump, dance, and sings. Students can modify characters in the Paint editor, add their own voices and sounds. Even insert photo of themselves, then use the programming block to make their character come to life. Okay. As we can see at the picture, where there are many buttons. Yes, Sketch here is a part of sketch animation. This is a website, sketchier.org. Actually, Sketchier is used for young children to learn about coding. Yes, so Sketchier also call the name about block programming coding. Okay. Sketchier available at App Store, Google Play Store, and Amazon App Store. Okay. This is a website about okay. Okay. Before I explain about Sketchier, because Sketchier part of sketch.mit.edu. This is 100% free application. Yes, this is an online platform. You can study at the online website. Yes, but we can study offline version. There are two ways way about we can learning about Scratch. First, online version, and second about offline version. Okay, and the offline version we must to download the application. To online version is 100% free, but we must to sign in to make the account because when we sign in, we can save the project at the server on Sketch. Okay, why I like that application Sketch. Yes, because the Sketch like the video. Yeah.
Now enjoy with audio.
Okay, some example about Scratch. Yes, I will show another application. Okay, another application is Google Doodle. You can browse at the Chrome browser and type about Google Doodle and coding. This is similar about Scratch because Google Doodles and the coding is collaborated with Scratch. It's very simple and fun when we learn or access Google Doodle coding, that coding. Okay, I think that's enough. There are many application when I sharing up with my students. First, we share about Tech-Tastic. Secondly, we share about Protection, and the third, we share about Sketchia, and the last, at the last, we share about Google Tutor and coding. Okay, Miss Mega, I think it's enough about my material. And thank you so much. See you next time.
All
Miss,
right, all right. Yes, thank you very much, Assistant Professor Wijayanto, for the enlightening presentation. Your innovative ideas and practical applications have broadened our perspective on integrating animation technology into the classroom. All right, now let's engage in an interactive Q&A session. Please share your questions and thoughts through the chat box or by raising your hand in this Zoom room. Yeah, let's deepen our understanding of these important topics because just now we already listened to Dr. Pastor and Professor Assistant Professor Wijayanto talking about TikTok, talking about Google, talking about Tech-Tastic. Yeah, yeah. There are so many like Protagon, Scratch, Tech-Tastic. Yes, Tech-Tastic. Then so while we are waiting for the questions from the students or participants in this Zoom, maybe I will start by giving questions to Dr. Mark Joseph Pastor. Are you still here, Dr. Pastor?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay. Maybe for the first question, I would like to ask you, how can incorporating fun elements into IT education that benefits students? Especially, I'm lecturer for a math subject in our university, but I always have problem in how to teach math in a fun way because I noticed that you have background in mathematics education, like bachelor and then master and then doctor, and also it's very interesting that you give assignment to your students to use TikTok platform to explore in mathematics. Please, Dr. Pastor.
Yes, thank you so much for that question, Ma'am Mega. So you're right. I'm a mathematics teacher, and I think.
All right, you can continue. I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, so the question is, how can incorporating fun elements into IT education benefits the students, especially in mathematics class?
Yes.
We all know that mathematics is one of the dreaded, if not one of the most hated subjects in the curriculum, and it's really hard for math teachers to make it easy for the students. So what we do as teachers, or what I do personally in my class, is to incorporate IT education such as these online platforms so that the students will enjoy learning mathematics. It's like taking away their anxiety, taking away their fears, and taking away the pressure of solving by incorporating different IT or ICT tools that will help them understand the lesson. And TikTok is one of them. You know, TikTok is very popular in Asia. Yeah. And students learn. It's called nano learning or micro learning because, you know, they can watch or they can understand a topic in a short amount of time, and they can rewatch that, and they can save the video offline so that they can, you know, rewatch it when they are free. And Flip is another one because it actually boosts their confidence in explaining how to solve this mathematics problem, explain proving, and other exercises in mathematics. So yeah, ICT played a vital role in helping the students understand mathematics, even the complicated mathematics topics.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting. I would like to see if you have some example like you show earlier and the task for your students, assignment for your students. Is that the only video you have?
It's actually a series of videos. I have the Google Drive link with all my students. Like,
so do you usually share the assignment through the Google Drive or you have another platform?
yeah, I have Wakelet. It's actually a very good platform because the students can upload not only videos, but they can also upload files like Word documents, their PowerPoint presentations. And, you know, it's important to know that we have student teachers because I am from College of Teacher Education, and they are really trained to do instructional materials. And that's why we are letting them do videos, PowerPoints, lesson plans. And we use platforms like Wakelet as a media, as one of the media in uploading their submissions. It's like an e-portfolio.
Okay, that's really nice. And I want to imitate your way of teaching to my classroom also.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, then we will go to the next speaker, Pak Wijayanto. I would like to ask you, it's very interesting that you perform animation technology like that. I guess, is it difficult for us who are not familiar with animation or IT like that? It seems difficult for me. It seems difficult. It seems difficult. And how can animation technology enhance classroom learning? I'm afraid that the lecturer or teacher just focusing on how to create animation technology by developing themselves. So this is like a scary. Maybe if the teacher, they just graduated from the education background, but they don't learn with animation. They're not familiar with animation technology like you. People here are familiar with IT, programming and everything. And then how would you suggest the teacher to adopt IT to be used in the classroom? Please, Pak Wijayanto.
Okay, check. Okay, thank you,
Yes.
Miss Mega. I think animation technology can enhance classroom learning by visualizing complex concepts, making them easier to understand. It can bring abstract idea to life, improving students' comprehension and retention. And animation can also cater to different learning styles, making it more inclusive. Because by creating interactive and immersive experience, animation technology promotes student engagement, creativity, and critical thinking. I guess about animation technology can enhance classroom learning.
Okay, so a teacher don't need to worry, teacher don't need to scare, because I think we already have many platforms like what Dr. Pastor already introduced to us. There are many platforms like TikTok, like Google, like Tech-Tastic, and then what else, Pak Wijayanto? What else? What we
Okay,
have that you introduced?
like
Scratch.
Tech-Tastic, Scratch, Plutagon, Google Doodle, and coding.
Okay, which one is the most easy? Pak Wijayanto, most easy.
I think I prefer about Scratch, yes, because Scratch we can learn and online platform or offline platform. Yes,
Mm,
we can
okay.
use two of them.
Yes.
Cause I think Scratch is we can create needs more logics, our logics to make
Mhm, mhm.
arrange that comment about block programming. So we can
Okay.
create our animation. We can create. Okay.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much, Pak Wijayanto. And do anyone have questions in here? Please just write your question in the chat box, or you can raise your hand virtually here. You can just raise hand and then mention your name, and then also you can deliver your question to our great speaker here. We have Dr. Pastor and also Pak Wijayanto from UPGRIS and Dr. Pastor from MMSU. This is very nice, and this today there are giving very insightful presentation for everyone, not only people who work on IT, but this is also beneficial for teacher who working in elementary school, in the underage education, in the middle school, in the high school, also for lecturer like me who always have difficulties in teaching student in my class because they think they don't want to enter my class. They don't like it because I teach calculus. You know, calculus, Dr. Pastor. So yeah, it's very difficult because yeah, this is like I want to share with you. I have very difficult situation. The students in my class, they just talking like, oh, maybe I choose wrong department. They said like that into me in my classroom. So basically, they don't like to study math. Actually, like that, they just want to avoid math. They don't want to go with math. But yeah, as an educator, this is our task to encourage the students to learn like the basic. This is fun. Math is fun because math is also important for other subject
Correct.
also, other department also, because every department we have math. Math subject is everywhere. So if you students think
Right.
that
I
yeah, if
always
you
tell my
think
students, you can never get away with
with math,
mathematics because it's
yeah,
here to stay. So
yeah.
it's becoming a challenge on the part of the teacher to actually
Mhm.
make mathematics fun and engaging. That's why we
Yeah,
have
yeah,
ICT to help us do the job.
yeah, that's great. Okay, maybe I will raise one more question for you. We still have time. Then maybe I will choose like, okay, this one. How can educators ensure a balance between fun and academic rigor in IT education? Because in practical, there is we have a limited time in a day. Suppose like we have only 2 credits for math. For me, my case. So 1 credit supposed to be 50 minutes. So in total, I have 100 minutes, less than 2 hours. I have to teach the student and I have to divide like this is fun part and this is the real math. So just teach me and how should I do and plan my subject in the class. Please, Dr. Pastor.
I think the very first thing that we have to do is to align our objectives with the kind of ICT tools that we integrate in our lessons, because that's number one. We have to make
Mhm,
sure that the ICT tools that we are using is appropriate in the kind of lessons that we are teaching, especially in
mhm,
mathematics.
mhm,
And the timing of you
mhm,
of integrating the ICT can be in the motivation, it could be in the
mhm,
lesson proper, or it could be in the
mhm.
assessment.
Okay.
It depends on the kind of platform that you are using. So I guess that's number one, the alignment of objectives with
Mhm,
the kind of platform that we are using. And in that way, we are balancing fun
mhm.
and the academic side of teaching the subject.
Okay. Okay, okay. Thank you very much. This is very interesting because we only have limited time. Yeah, as you know already, we only have limited time in a week. We just have to teach them like or less than 2 hours. How can we deliver the fun way, but also academic? All right, we will go. This is for the last question, final question for Assistant Professor Wijayanto. All right. So what are the potential challenges? What is the difficult one? What is the difficulty or challenges in implementing animation technology in the classroom and how they can be addressed? Please, Dr. Wijayanto.
Okay, Miss Mega. I think the potential challenge is in implementing animation technology is the availability of resource and technical skills. Yeah. Because schools may need to invest in appropriate software and or tools and provide training for teacher.
Okay.
Another challenge in the time required to create high quality animations, like planning and incorporating animation projects into the curriculum can address this challenge. Collaborating with professional or leveraging pre-existing resource can also help overcome resource limitations. I think that's
All right. That's true. Yeah, that's true. If we don't have any skills and we have very limited time also because we have like a lecture, we have so many job in the office, like administrative work, not just for teaching, but there are so many administrative work, so we cannot concentrate on our developing software, I think. All right, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and fellow IT enthusiasts, as we come to the end of our session, I want to express my deepest gratitude to all of you for your insightful questions and active participation. Your engagement has truly enriched our discussion and made this session a resounding success. I would also like to extend a heartfelt thank you to our esteemed speaker, Dr. Mark Yosef Pastor and Assistant Professor Wijayanto for sharing their expertise and enlightening us with their valuable insights. Your contributions have been invaluable in shedding light into the importance of incorporating fun elements and animation technology in IT education. To summarize our key takeaways from today's discussions, firstly, incorporating fun elements into IT education can enhance student engagement, motivation, and information retention. It fosters creativity, problem-solving skills, and creates an enjoyable learning environment. Secondly, practical examples of incorporating fun into IT education include gamification techniques, interactive simulation, hands-on project, and integrating humor, storytelling, and group activities. Thirdly, it is crucial to strike a balance between fun and academic rigor. Educators should align fun activities with learning objectives, promote skill development, critical thinking, and problem solving, and of course, ensure assessment focus on academic progress while acknowledging student enjoyment and participation. Furthermore, animation technology enhances classroom learning by visualizing complex concepts, catering to different learning styles, and promoting engagement, creativity, and critical thinking. Practical application of animation technology include animated tutorials, instructional videos, storytelling, and collaborative projects. While there may be challenges in implementing animation technology such as resource availability and technical skills, planning, collaboration, and leveraging pre-existing resources can help overcome these hurdles. Before we conclude, I want to remind all attendees to complete the attendance form to receive your well-deserved e-certificates. The link to the form has been shared in the chat many times by Dr. Enrique. Please take a moment to provide accurate information and secure your recognition for participating in this joint lecture series. Once again, thank you for your active participation and enthusiasm. We truly appreciate your presence, and we look forward to your continued engagement in the upcoming sessions of the joint lecture series on exploring IT education trends. Insight from Universitas PGRI Semarang, UPGRIS Indonesia, and Mariano Marcos State University, MMSU Philippines on the 21st, 26th, and 27th of July. Once again, thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Thank you very much, Dr. Pastor.
Thank
Pak
you,
Wijayanto.
Dr. Pastor. Thank you, Dr.
Yeah.
See you
Mecha.
tomorrow.
Rosjana,
Thank
see you
you.
tomorrow. Yeah,
See you
see you tomorrow.
Thank
tomorrow.
you.
Vanessa, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow for other
Bye-bye.
series. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Dr.
Yeah.
Rohitayat.
Pak Nur. Okay. So please take a moment also to fill the link of attendance form. Dr. Enric already shared many times in the chat box. Just fill out the form. Make sure, because we will send the e-certificate to your email address. So please write it correctly without any mistake.
And we will
So
be
anyone-
sending
Yeah.
the certificate of your stickers ebook.
All right. Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you
just
very
give
much,
us
Prof.
the
Janet.
just give us the email address for.
All right. All right. Or you can just send it to me by WhatsApp, ma'am.
Okay.
It's okay. So okay. Yeah.
All
For
right.
Pak Wijayanto, right? All right. Okay. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.